Hi there, it's Monday, June 17th, and it's time for Proverbs 17. Let's jump over there. So we got today more of the contrasting the upright with the wicked, good and the bad, right and wrong, the smart and the foolish. Yep. Here we go. Better is a dry morsel and quietness with it than a house full of feasting with strife. I always call this the Thanksgiving verse, right? Because a lot of Thanksgivings are just like that. You're better off staying home and having toast, right? A servant who acts wisely will rule over a son who acts shamefully and will share in the inheritance among brothers. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the hearts. That is important. If you ever sing that song, create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me, right? Change my heart, oh God. Okay? A refining pot with silver and a furnace for gold is extreme heat when they melt metals down to a liquid, and when you melt a metal down to a liquid state, all the impurities float to the top. And then you can take a ladle and you can scrape those impurities off the top and throw them away. And what you have left is pure silver, pure gold, pure iron, or whatever metal you're melting. Okay? God does that with your hearts. That means He will melt it into a liquid and get rid of all the bad stuff. It can be a very painful process, so careful what you ask for. For an evildoer listens to wicked lips. A liar pays attention to a destructive tongue, right? They all seem to band together, don't they? Here's a good one. He who mocks the poor taunts his maker. That's God. He who taunts the poor taunts God. He who rejoices at calamity will not go unpunished. Okay? Now, Solomon said this, and I think Jesus said it. If you vanquish your enemies, or if you win a battle, whether it be a court battle or any other kind of battle, or if somebody loses everything, if you rejoice at that, you will not go unpunished, okay? Should never rejoice at other people's calamity, no matter what it is. Okay? Even evil people. Calamity in general. Okay? Grandchildren are the crown of old men, and the glory of sons is their fathers. Right? My son is very proud of me. Okay? And he tells his little daughter that I'm the greatest dad there ever was. So, yeah. That kind of hits home with me. 7. Excellent speech is not fitting for a fool, much less are lying lips to a prince. Any of that going on? We'll leave that one alone, right? It's so easy to think he wrote these yesterday, okay, about stuff going on today. Some things never change, huh? A bribe is a charm in the sight of its owner. Wherever he turns, he prospers. Stone of favor. Yeah. These lobbyists, they think they got it all, you know? Whatever they want. Bribes are not good things, okay? He who conceals a transgression seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates intimate friends. What this is, that, again, is gossip. Repeating a matter is gossip. God hates gossip. If you hear something about somebody else, forget it. Keep it to yourself. Don't ever repeat it. You will be part of that chain of gossip. And it tears people apart. If you decide to conceal it and not repeat it, he who conceals a transgression seeks love. Okay? Very important. A rebuke goes deeper into one who has understanding than 100 blows into a fool. Right? And a rebuke could be teaching. It could be you're doing this wrong. It could be, But if you're ready to hear it. 11. A rebellious man seeks only evil, so a cruel messenger will be sent against him. It's like a hitman, okay? Let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs rather than a fool in his folly or foolishness. Right? It's fools in their folly. Go to the big cities and see all these protests that are going on now. And these people are siding, they're getting paid for it, right? They're siding with the very people that would kill them, okay? They're carrying Hamas signs. Yay, Hamas. Hamas's code is to kill everybody that is not Hamas. Everybody. Everybody. Okay? Fool in his folly. Right. And there are gay people in the alphabet movement. They're carrying signs for Palestine. When those people throw alphabet people, they throw them off of roofs and kill them. Just fools in their folly. Okay, 13. He who returns evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. Somebody does something nice for you and you do something bad for them in return, that evil will stay with you forever. The beginning of strife is like letting out water, so abandon the quarrel before it breaks out. My dog's here. Hey, puppy. Right. You cannot argue before the quarrel starts. Nip it in the bud. Right? It's important. 15. He who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the righteous, both of them alike are an abomination to the Lord. Right. A lot of that going on, huh? And that's because the devil runs the world. He is the God of this world. And he justifies the wicked and condemns the righteous. Right? 16. Why is there a price in the hand of a fool to buy wisdom when he has no sense? Yeah. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Right? A brother is born for adversity. I'm looking over here. Says over here, brother is born for a difficult time, right? You got hard times, your brothers will be there, usually. 18, a man lacking in sense pledges and becomes guarantor in the presence of his neighbor. Now he's talking about people that co-sign for other people's loans. Very much Solomon was very much against that. And he talked about it a lot. At least every other chapter he brings that up. 19. He who loves transgression loves strife. He who raises his door seeks destruction. Right. Lots of those out there too. 20. He who has a crooked mind finds no good, and he who is perverted in his language falls into evil. Right. Good. He who sires a fool does so to his sorrow, and the father of a fool has no joy. Right. Right. That's tough. Man, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. Right? Did your grandma say that? A joyful heart is good medicine. It says no. Causes good healing. Right. 23. A wicked man receives a bribe from the bosom to pervert the ways of justice. And that's going on now today too, huh? You ask yourself why all these people in Congress, when we pay them $170,000 a year, which is a very respectable salary, their net worth increases by $1.5 million a year on average. Everyone. Does that make them wicked? You better believe it does. And they will pay for it at some point. 24. Wisdom is in the presence of the one who has understanding, but the eyes of a fool are on the ends of the earth. Right? This part right here is dreamers. Someday when my ship comes in, boy, I'm going to win the lottery. You better believe it. Those are dreamers. But wisdom is in the presence of one who has understanding. Okay. 25. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and a bitterness to her who bore him. Right. 26. It is also not good to fine the righteous, nor to strike the noble for their uprightness. Right. They fine people for being good. Right. Happens. 27. This is important. He who restrains his words has knowledge, and he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. Right? Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. That's really important. Keep your mouth shut. This is proof you have knowledge. And he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. Calm, cool, and collected. Remember that? And 28. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise. When he closes his lips, he is considered prudent. Right? So, even a fool, when he doesn't say anything, could be considered to be smart. Because you don't know, because he hasn't opened his mouth yet. It's best just to keep quiet all the time, right? So that's 17. Let's check our highlights here. Thanksgiving verse. Better a dry morsel and quietness with it than a house full of feasting with strife. Right? Got that? And we talked about this. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the hearts. Right? Means he refines the hearts. 5. He who mocks the poor taunts his maker, God. He who rejoices at calamity will not go unpunished. Any calamity. It doesn't say friends, it doesn't say evil, it doesn't say wars. Any calamity. If you rejoice at anybody's misfortune, you will not go unpunished. Okay? That's very important. 9, we highlighted in 2 different colors. He who conceals a transgression seeks love. That's something that somebody did wrong, right? But he who repeats a matter separates intimate friends. Repeats a matter, that's gossip. You're gossiping, repeating. spreading stuff, rumors. God really hates that. Okay? We highlighted 15. He who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the righteous, both of them alike, are an abomination to the Lord. Now there are people, and they're easy to find now. They are justifying the wicked and condemning the righteous. Why? Because the devil runs the world and he wants to keep it that way. Right? Just that simple. And it's getting worse because we're coming towards the end. You can just feel it. And so they're doing this stuff out in the open now, where they used to conceal it. Well, how about 23? A wicked man receives a bribe from the bosom to pervert the ways of justice. Okay? And we compared that to our own government now. We did. We highlighted part of 24. Wisdom is in the presence of one who has understanding, but the eyes of a fool are on the ends of the earth. You're a dreamer. You're looking so far ahead that you don't live for today. And then you're going to run out of days and you're going to wonder where your life went. Jesus said each day has enough troubles of its own without worrying about tomorrow. Okay. And 27. He who restrains his words has knowledge, and he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. Okay? Restrain your words. Know what not to say, and know when it's best not to say anything. Sometimes it's better just to sit back and take it all in. Right? Makes you wiser. So, there you go. That's Proverbs 17. Later on in our Through the Bible in a Year, I think we may be doing more Proverbs. Yep, Proverbs 27 through 29 in our Through the Bible in a Year. So, there you have it. Have a good Monday. Stay calm. Don't spread rumors. Remember all the stuff we learned today. All right. Don't spread rumors. So, there you have it. Give us a like if you think about it. Stay tuned later today for Through the Bible in a Year. We are on day 169. So, see you then.